Hello there, this is AlexSwallow, the Influence Expert, and this is the third edition of the 4 Influence Show. So it's been great to build this week after week, and thank you so much to the people who are joining right now. To introduce myself a little bit, I'm the Influence Expert, and I help people to grow their influence to increase the impact that they can have in the world. And the importance of the 4 Influence Show is that I'm going to give you one tip every single week at the same time on Wednesdays 4 o'clock UK time. And you can ask me any questions in the chat, but also if you want to send me a private message or contact me online, you'll find me all over social media. My name's AlexSwallow. If you can find me there, you can send me a message and I can address any topic you like in either this episode or any episode coming up. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully if you keep joining each week, I'll share more and more tips with you. So to get into it, the tip that I'm going to share with you today is about deciding who it is you want to influence. Now, one of the problems that I think a lot of people have is that before they try to influence people, they don't think very carefully about who it is that they want to influence. And what do I mean by that? Well, suppose you want to influence a particular group of people. You need to think about where those people congregate. You need to think about what it is those people read. What is it that those people watch? What is it that those people do? Where is it that those people speak to each other? So you can work out the appropriate channel to get to them, but you need to work out who it is that you need to influence first. Another example might be that you find that, in fact, in order to influence a particular person, maybe someone high up in an organization, you actually need to get to somebody perhaps slightly lower down an organization that acts as a gatekeeper. Quite often people will try to contact chief executives, for example, and the real person that they need to be speaking to is that person's PA, or the secretary in the organization, or the receptionist, the person who is actually the gatekeeper in deciding whether you're allowed to talk to that person or not. And quite often, if you can build up a relationship with that person, it will make it a lot more easy to speak to the person that you want to. Oh, thanks so much, whoever gave me those hearts, that's really appreciated. So whoever it is that you want to influence, there are ways to get to them, but you have to be quite strategic in the way that you do it. You can't just go straight to them all of the time. You also need to think very carefully about how it is you're going to get to your audience. So let's suppose, for example, that you want to influence doctors. If you write lots of articles for a magazine about fishing, it's unlikely that doctors are going to be the ones reading it. Now, it might be there's a correlation that I don't know between doctors or people in the medical profession and people who like fishing. But actually, it's important that unless there is that link, unless there is something that you can show that there's a link between doctors and fishing, probably a fishing magazine is not the place that you should be trying to influence doctors. So that's a flippant example, but you need to find what is the best way to influence each group of people. What's the best way to get to them? Once you've worked out who it is that you want to influence, you can then start thinking about how you're going to influence them. Perhaps you're going to put in a bit of a structure or a time frame as to when you think you will be able to influence them to get the outcome that you want. But you have to decide who you're going to influence first. So that's my tip for today. If you want to influence someone, get clear about who they are and how it is that you're going to get to them. Get clear about whether you need to contact them directly or contact other people first. Get clear about where it is that they'll be getting their information from and how you can get in on that. So I'm the Influence Expert, AlexSwallow, and this was an episode of the 4 Influence Show. I will be here again this same time next week on Wednesday at 4 o'clock, and I look forward to speaking to you then. Please spread the word about the 4 Influence Show, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Thank you.